Welcome back to the Shit Show, YouTubers. Today I am back with another video. It's been forever since I've recorded. Long time. Last video was the Triumph raffle, and I think that was back in April. So wanted to give you guys a quick update. You can follow my Facebook page at Austin Leeck Racing on Facebook. I've been doing more updates on there with reels, posts, videos, photos, stuff like that. Check that out if you guys want to. But today, I'm going to talk a little bit about Old Blue. As you can see, looks a little bit different. I ordered a Leeck hood from Mountain Fit Hoods. It's not actually gray. This is just the protective film on it that I left on it while I was mocking up the windshield and getting the windshield cut and all that stuff. So I will finally have a spare hood in case something ever happens. But these hoods are so thin that I didn't want to try to pull the wrap off my old hood and it be a mess. I'd just rather start fresh, new hood. I have some ideas to get an air dam, or not an air dam, brake duct for the rotor to keep my brakes cool. Got the new wrap here. It's here. I'm gonna be doing another video on it. But really, I haven't really touched this thing. It's been cleaned up since I took it to the snowmobile show. Got the new air dam on it. I sold air dams. If you guys are interested in one without this screen, I can get you guys a pretty good deal on one. If you guys want fasteners, mounting hardware with it, I can give you guys that option too. So yeah, I mean, Old Blue is getting new rails put in it. The rails that are in it right now are womped out on the rear axle, so I bought new rails. I'm gonna swap those over. While I swap those over, I can inspect the skid, replace any wear parts in it, re-grease it, new anti-seize in some of the components, so it'll be mint once I get it back together. Now, for everybody asking me about the Skidoo, it sits right here. It doesn't look like we've made much progress on it, but I promise you we've already replaced a ton of rivets, getting a lot of the riveted on components off of it that we don't need to make it lighter. You got to realize this chassis is from 1995, and I want to make sure that if we're starting from this point, we're going to do it right. I mean, I don't want to half-ass it, so we're replacing every rivet in it, and that's just the most time-consuming component of the build, is grinding rivets, making sure you're not touching the aluminum, making sure the holes aren't womped out, because I want it to go back together perfect. Once I get the rivets taken care of, it's going to go over to Craig Kuby. There's some spots in the bulkhead, there's spots in the tunnel that need to be welded and taken care of. So once I get all that taken care of with Craig, then I can get the rear skid brackets mounted, get the rear skid mounted in it, get the chain case on it, and kind of take some dimensions on how we want to build it. I posted before that I got the track done on it, got the new rear skid for it, so we're making progress. I mean, it's slow, but with how much time we're going to have into it, I want it to be just perfect. I went down to Mickey's. You can see in the background, right over there, I got a spare motor that I can drop in for alignment purposes, make sure that my jack shaft and chain case and center to center is all going to be right. I got to figure out what belts I want to get and use. Yeah, it's all just time consuming because it's all 100% new to us. It's not like a standard Polaris that we picked up as a trail sled and is easy to convert into an oval machine. This Skidoo is built at the factory. There's not very many stock parts on it. Everything seems to be one-off. Like the whole steering mechanism is custom, and going through that, I have aluminum pieces over on the bench that I'm going to have remanufactured to match, just as they're new billet aluminum. I don't want to worry about any stress cracks. The last thing I want is to get this thing, put all time, money, and effort into it, and maybe half-ass or cheap out on not replacing some items that could be worn that aren't really visible, and something break and the sled gets wrecked, and then we start from scratch again. So just starting the project, doing it right from the get-go, and making sure we have everything, our T's crossed and our I's dotted, that everything's just mint. But yeah, quick update video, wanted to share with what we have going on. Be on the lookout for the wrap video. So I ain't rapping, but we'll be rapping. If you know what I mean, we're gonna be rapping. So a little sneak peek in there. Shout out to Chris Ackerman, 139 Designs. He's a big baller. If you want a Gen 2 wrapped, he's your guy. He's got a template, fits real well. Anyways, click the subscribe button. Just follow my shit. I know you guys want to. The Skidoo project's cool. Polaris is cool. Later.